Tonight hosting the mighty Mission Eagles. It is a crosstown rivalry, and it's slated to be one of the biggest games in the Rio Grande Valley tonight. My name is J.R. Gully. Tonight's broadcast on Rio Sports Live is powered by Hacienda Ford, University Drive, and McCall Road in Edinburgh. It is a beautiful evening for football, a little on the muggy side, temperature about 80 degrees or so, and we've got a really light wind, and it rained earlier about 4 o'clock this afternoon here at the stadium, but that rain has subsided. Looking on in the distance, there might be a few showers out past Weslaco, maybe near Harlingen, but it looks clear so far, and I don't believe we're going to be affected by any more rain showers here for tonight's game. The big story for tonight is you've got two teams that have scored over 90 points coming into tonight's game, and mind you, we've only played 2 games so far this season, and you have a defense that has only allowed 8 points so far this year in the Mission Eagles. Mission Eagles come in to tonight's game undefeated, 2-0. They beat the Veterans Memorial Patriots at home in the Battle of Conway 37-0. The next week, they went to Donna. They beat the Donna North Chiefs 55-8. So credit goes to Donna North for scoring on the Eagles, and so far the only team to do so this year. On the other side of the football tonight, the Pioneer Diamondbacks come in 1-1. A 1-point loss here for the first game of the season against the Harlingen Cardinals. A very exciting game. I happen to be here calling that game on Rio Sports Live. And then we move on to week number 2, where the offense of Pioneer lit it up over at La Jolla Stadium as they played the Wattis Lincoln Huskies and came out victorious in that game 57-28. So a lot of firepower on both sides of the ball should make for an exciting game tonight. We'll talk about some Hacienda Ford keys to the game coming up as our pregame broadcast continues here on Rio Sports Live.
Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live. Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live.
Rio Sports 5, number 1.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Favorite Cats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Sharyland. Back live for the pregame show here at the Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. The Mission Eagles in town to take on the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Big crosstown rivalry, and some of the Hacienda Ford keys to tonight's game are, for the Mission Eagles, you got to put pressure on Marburger. Marburger is a 6'1", 195-pound quarterback. He's tall, he's strong, he can throw the football, he's proved he can run with the football, and he's even scored a few touchdowns so far this year, made a hurdling touchdown last last Thursday night against the Wattis Lincoln Huskies. So made for a great picture for one of the newspaper guys, John Hammond, right here next to me from the Progressive Times. He didn't take it, but he'll take the credit for it. No, but that was a great shot, by the way, whoever took that picture. But, so Coy Detmer is a very smart coach. He's going against Tom Lee. Both of them, by the way, are alumni of Mission High School. So both of them know each other very, very well. So picture a big chess match, if you will, here tonight in Sharyland. So you got to put pressure on Marburger. You got to make him throw the ball quick. You can't give him time because he's got great receivers. He's got LeVar Lindo, who scored a few touchdowns so far this year. You've got Tristan Castillo. Tristan can run the ball. Tristan can run routes. He runs routes really well. And there's also some other guys, Luke Padilla, and also another kid that's doing really well, Gavin De La Garza, doing some great things for Pioneer. So those are Marburger's weapons. So if you make Marburger think quick on his feet, he is going to, that's what Mission's going to try to do, and that's one of their keys to the game, is to keep him on his toes tonight. Now, if you are the Pioneer Diamondbacks, one of your F-150 keys to the game from Hacienda Ford is to pressure Jeremy Duran. Duran is a sophomore. However, he plays like a seasoned senior. A lot of high expectations off of Duran this year, and Mission comes loaded. They come at you from the shotgun. They come at you from under center. They've got a running back in the backfield, and Moronta, who is very good at running north and south. And this being a north and south field, I believe that one of the keys for Mission tonight is get him going early to open up the passing game for Jeremy Duran. Jeremy has a wide receiver. His name is Steven Virial, I believe, and he is capable of putting a hurt on a defense. So Pioneer has to watch for Virial and watch for Moronta. And the key is for the Mission Eagles offensive line to not only protect Duran, but when they fire out and run those running plays, to reestablish the line of scrimmage and push that D-line back of Pioneer to allow those inside linebackers and outside linebackers to be a little rattled because they've got big linemen coming at them and they can't see Moronta coming from behind them. So if the line from Mission can fire out and reestablish the line of scrimmage, Pioneer's in for a hurt tonight. And we've seen Wattis Lincoln last week do that against Pioneer. They had a huge fullback, and every time he got the football, not every time, but most of the time, he got 10 yards, 9, 10 yards easily. So it's going to be a great night for football. I can't emphasize how excited I am to be here to broadcast this football game, but in my opinion, in my humble opinion, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's two huge games going on in the Valley tonight. This one right here, and then another game I'd like to be a fly on the press box wall in is McAllen Memorial at the Vela Sabercats. That is a huge football game, and I want to see what Vela can do with a running back like Campbell Spates. I mean, that is going to be a true test for both sides of the ball there in Edinburgh. But tonight we are at Pioneer High School at Richard Thompson Stadium as Pioneer is hosting the Mission Eagles. Back with more in a moment here on Rio Sports Live.
Focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Sports Live. I'm J.R. Gully, and we are live at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. Tonight, it's home of the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks coming into tonight's game 1-1 after last week's victory over the Wattis Lincoln Huskies. They are taking on the 2-0 mighty Mission Eagles. A big crosstown rivalry tonight, and one more Hacienda Ford key to the game. You know, this being a big rivalry game, you can't give up the big mistakes. I'm talking about penalties. There's going to be a lot of trash talk in this game, being it's a crosstown rivalry, so we can't let this get to the kids' heads and, you know, them make those big mistakes that's going to give either team those big 15-yard penalties. So we've got the captains taking the field at this time for the coin toss. If you're on the internet and you're trying to find the video of this game, well, you're not going to, because it's Friday night and the UIL says we don't allow anybody to broadcast video footage of games on a Friday night. We can do it on Thursdays and Saturdays, but not on Friday night. So tonight is an audio broadcast. It is being taped, and it will be available later on after the game on demand on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on RioSportsLive.com. We're streaming on our platforms tonight, so you can hear the game. You can keep up with the score. You can also share this feed on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and it is also on the VTX1 broadband app on your Roku device. So, captains out on the field for the coin toss, and again, a beautiful night for football. Some other games going on Rio Sports Live tonight. We have Ed Couch Elsa at Los Fresnos, Raymondville at Lyford. How about that for a Friday the 13th football game and a full moon to boot? And Palmview at Porter tonight, PSJA Southwest at PSJA Memorial. Mercedes at La Feria. Tigers and Lions tonight in La Feria. We also have Valley View at Rivera. Sharyland is at La Jolla tonight. And we also have a game going on out west, Eagle Pass versus CC Wynn. Big rivalry football game in Eagle Pass, Texas tonight on Rio Sports Live Southwest. So, with that being said, we are going to take a quick break and come back with kickoff here on Rio Sports Live. Back in a moment.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Hi, thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium as both teams take the field tonight in what promises to be an exciting ball game. Again, you've got two high-scoring offenses this season so far in the Mission Eagles and the Pioneer Diamondbacks, and you also have a defense on the other side of the field who's only given up 8 points so far. So Marburger and company have their hands full tonight, as well as Jeremy Duran and company. So it's going to be a great game, a big chess match tonight between Tom Lee and Coy Detmer, both of those Mission High School alumni. Video footage tonight on the recorded on-demand portion of our broadcast is being provided by the folks at Sharyland ISD. Thanks Sharyland ISD for being our sponsor on Rio Sports Live. Not only that, but also providing us with this nice booth here in the press box. Great internet, great video footage. And the Mission Eagles will go back to receive as Pioneer won the coin toss, and they'll defer to the second half. So we'll see the Eagles on the field first, and Steve Virial and Sebastian Montes will be back deep to receive for the Eagles. Kicking off for Pioneer will be Oliver Olivares. Eagles will be defending the south goal. Pioneer defending the north goal on the north and south field here at Richard Thompson Stadium. Again, the field may be a little bit damp. They did have a shower between 4 o'clock and 4:30 this afternoon, according to David Culberson, my press box contact here. No rain in sight. We've got a beautiful, clear night for football on a Friday the 13th. And here's Olivares' kick. It'll be a high, short kick. Fair caught at the 31-yard line by the Eagles, Aboid Garza. And the Eagles will be on offense first tonight. At about the 31-yard line, ball will be 1st and 10 as we get started with their first possession of tonight's game. Pioneer defense taking the field. Quarterback Duran in shotgun formation, one back in the backfield. And the ball is snapped over his head, and Duran's got a fall on it back at the 15-yard line, well, about the 13-yard line. So you open up the game and make a big mistake on the first play of the game. The snapper a little bit jittery there as he snapped it over Duran's head, and Duran had to fall on it. So they'll move the ball back to they're going to give him the 15-yard line. So 4 wideouts on the field for Duran. He's got one back in the backfield. Duran in shotgun formation. Man in motion, right to left. And it is a penalty on the play, and that will force Mission backwards. I believe that was a delay of game. So 2nd down and long coming up. Ball moved back to the 10-yard line. They need to get up to the 41-yard line where the first down marker is. So Eagles working the left hash from their own 10-yard line. They'll send 2 wideouts wide right, single back in the backfield. From under center, Duran hands it off. This is Moronta. Moronta up for a gain of about 2 yards as he's swallowed up by the Pioneer defense that time. Number 92 rises up from the play. Matthew Solis, the defensive end, making the stop, and they'll give him, looks like about 3 yards. Ball will be spotted at the 13-yard line. 3rd down and long coming up. 2 wideouts come left, 2 go to the right. Duran in shotgun formation. One back in the backfield. Here's the snap. It's a high snap. Duran controls it, throws it, and that pass is incomplete. Intended for big number 88 over the middle. That was Raimundo Garcia, the tight end. And 4th down coming up, and the punting team will come out for the Eagles. So Pioneer making the stops on the defense, but also some help goes to the Eagles for making some crucial mistakes on the snap over Duran's head, and some penalties push them backwards, so the punter will punt from his goal line. The Diamondbacks back deep to receive at midfield. Flags on the play as somebody ran into the punter. Ball taken at the 50-yard line by number 15 of the Diamondbacks, Tristan Castillo. But we may have a big crucial penalty against the Diamondbacks. Let's see the call from the official here.
Roughing the punter, number 20, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Personal foul called on Romeo Ramos for running into the punter. And just like I said in the pregame, we got to watch those 15-yard penalties, because just like that, Marburger could have had the football in Mission Eagle territory, but instead, Mission has the football 1st and 10 from their 28-yard line. Ball will be spotted on the right hash, so Mission gets a do-over, if you will. 10:09 remaining in the first quarter, no score here so far. Duran under center, one back in the backfield, man in motion, right to left. He goes back, throws it to the man in motion. That's number 12. He gets swung out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That is Steve Virial on the reception. Taken out of bounds by Mallard. And that will be 2nd down and 7 coming up. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Virial will go wide right along with Boyd Garza. Two backs in the backfield around Duran. Duran, high snap, gives it to his tailback. He runs up the field, gets to the 41-yard line. That's Horacio Moronta, and that is a 1st and 10 Eagles.
Ball is spotted at the 41. It is a first down, 1st and 10 Eagles.
First and 10 Eagles at the 41-yard line with 9:13 left to go in the first quarter. No score. 3 wideouts, wide right for the Eagles. Single back in the backfield, Duran under center. Moronta in motion, gets behind the line. Fake handoff, Duran throws it, swing pass to Virial. Virial running through traffic, and he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 90, Trey Guerra. Guerra doing an excellent job. Pioneers defense doing an excellent job of staying home and working containment. That play was designed, that was a swing pass out to Steve Virial. Virial could have been a screen, if you will, but the defenders, about 5 defenders, were standing right there around him, and they made the play behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13 coming up as Duran takes a snap, swings it out to a Mission Eagle, and he's tackled immediately by Shamir Mallard at the 36-yard line. 22 on the reception for the Eagles. Andrew Maldonado, the other big running back you'll hear about tonight. And the Eagles have a 3rd and long at the 36-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3rd down makes on.
3rd and 15 now. Ball spotted on the 36. Duran under center, then he backs up in a shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers on the field, 2 on each side. Long snap count. Duran changes the play. Good snap. Looking back, looks left, looks right. Looks like he's going to keep it. Steps up, fires it, completes to his tight end. He breaks a tackle at midfield, then he's taken out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and that's a 1st and 10 Eagles off of the catch of Raymundo Garcia. So the Eagles are back in it. Duran taking his time, looks left, looks right, looks down the middle of the field, steps up into the pocket, and then fires it. He finds his big tight end, big first down there for the Eagles. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Pioneer 40-yard line. Handoff to Moronta. Moronta tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage by number 34 there for Pioneer, That is Fernando Salcedo from the inside linebacker spot. With 6:48 remaining in the first quarter of play, no score here at Sharyland tonight. Tonight's game powered by Hacienda Ford. Hacienda Ford, 107 and McCall Road in Edinburgh. Second down and 10 for the Mission Eagles at the Diamondback 40-yard line. Two wideouts, wide right, man in motion. Behind Duran, under center. Hands off to Moronta. Moronta, room to run, gets to the 35, the 30, still on his feet, crosses a 20, and then taken down at the 16-yard line. And the Mission Eagles in the red zone for the first time tonight. Shamir Mallard on the tackle, and perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as Moronta uses size and speed and power on that last run, getting a first down and 10 Eagles. They'll put the ball on the 16-yard line on the right hash. Two wideouts, wide left. Duran under center. Two backs in the backfield. Duran throws, Virial caught. It crosses the 15, down to the 10, and he'll make it to the 9-yard line. Tackle made there by 34, the Diamondbacks, Fernando Salcedo. Second down and 3 coming up for the Eagles on the 9. 5:27 remaining in the first quarter of play. So Mission mixing up pass and run, and they're, well, really what is their second possession of the game tonight. Second down and 3 coming up. Duran under center. Handoff, 22, off right tackle. He goes, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Andrew Maldonado on the score as he gets behind that big offensive line. He busted outside, he's in the end zone, and the Eagles strike first blood tonight in this non-district contest, crosstown rivalry, if you will. Eagles will attempt the point after. Rene Rodriguez. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, it's good. And the Eagles lead this one tonight in Sharyland 7-0. We'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. Mission Eagles on top 7-0. And we shall see the Pioneer offense on the field for the first time tonight. Again, credit goes to the Diamondbacks for the reason the Eagles made that last touchdown is because they had a big personal foul penalty. They had the Eagles pinned inside the 20-yard line. The punter was punting it from the goal line, but a penalty, a personal foul penalty was called for running into the punter, and that gave the Eagles the ball back, and the Eagles, with some help from some running from Moronta and from the big tight end, number 88, put the Eagles in position to score, and they took advantage of that personal foul call. Here's the Diamondbacks with some open field. He returns it all the way back to the 37-yard line. That is 24. Gavin De La Garza bringing it all the way back, and he puts the Diamondbacks in great field position at the 36-yard line. So the ball will be spotted on the left hash. Diamondback offense comes out on the field for the first time tonight, and we see that big Mission Eagle defense out on the field, who's only allowed 8 points on the scoreboard so far this season, going against a team that so far has put 98 points on the board tonight, the last two games. First down and 10, Marburger with 4 wide receivers on the field. He'll be in shotgun formation. There'll be a flag on the play.
Delay a game on the offense.
And a delay of game against Pioneer. So both teams are sharing delay of game penalties so far tonight on their first possession of the ball game. First down and 15 now. Ball back at the 31-yard line. Marburger in shotgun with a man in motion. Drops straight back under pressure. Finds Castillo in the flat. Castillo up the field to the 40-yard line. And he gets back to the 40. And that will be a second down coming up, second and about 7 yards. Diamondbacks in the hurry-up offense. Marburger in shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers on the field. Marburger, quarterback, keeper. Draw play up the middle. Marburger gets a first down and crosses the 50 to about the 48-yard line. So Marburger passing and then throwing, catching the Eagle defense off guard that time and making a big first down. Diamondbacks in the hurry-up offense. Lindo wide right, 3 wideouts, wide left. Castillo in the backfield. He'll get the ball up the middle. Castillo gets a couple, maybe 3 yards to the 45-yard line. 3:55 remaining in the first quarter of play. Eagles lead this one 7-0. Second down and 7 for Marburger. Ball spotted in the middle of the field between the hashes on the 45. Good snap. Marburger throws it. Castillo in the flat. Castillo got room to run. Gets to the 30-yard line and goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Make it the 26. First down and 10 Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks in the hurry-up offense. 5 wideouts on the field. Marburger fakes it to Castillo, throws it out to number 4 in the flat. He's got room to run, gets down to the 12-yard line. That is Alan Davila. First and 10 Diamondbacks in the red zone. And we'll have our first timeout on the field with 3:26 remaining in the first quarter of play. Eagles on top, 7-0.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Back live after the 13-yard catch and run by Alan Davila. And the Pioneer Diamondbacks are moving the football on the Mission Eagles. It's a first down and 10 for the Diamondbacks from the Eagle 13-yard line. Diamondbacks in the red zone for the first time tonight. 3 wideouts, wide right. This is their first possession of the ball game, by the way, on offense. Marburger from the shotgun, drops straight back, looking left, throws, and that pass is incomplete. Looks like he was looking for 14 out there in the corner of the end zone. That was Luke Padilla. Luke Padilla had some big catches in the game here against Harlingen 2 weeks ago. Eagle defender all over Padilla on that play. Second down and 10 coming up. 2 wideouts wide right, 2 to the left. Castillo in the backfield with Marburger from the shotgun. Marburger drops back, looks for Castillo in the corner, throws it, finds an open man. That's Luke Padilla in the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneer. So the Diamondbacks answer the Eagle touchdown by making a drive of their own, running a hurry-up offense down the field and making a score. Olivares to kick the point after. Castillo will hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So we have a tied ball game. 3:13 remaining in the first quarter of play. Back in a moment here on Rio Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium as Olivares will kick off to the Eagles. Virial will take the football at the 15-yard line. He scoops it up, breaks one tackle. He heads up to the 30-yard line, to the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Big hit that time by Mike Ramos, knocking Virial out of bounds. And the Eagles will have some good field position with 3:05 remaining in the first quarter of play. Tied ball game here at Richard Thompson Stadium here tonight. We were talking to Brian Ramos and John Hammond. John Hammond of the Progress Times, Brian Ramos of RGV Sports. And it didn't take long for Pioneer to score on their first possession of the ball game. I mean, they took the ball right down the field. One of the big plays of that last drive was Marburger's quarterback draw on their second play of the game. Here's a pass from Duran. Duran throws it out to Moronta in the flat. Moronta gets the first down and more as he crosses the midfield and into Diamondback territory at the 41-yard line. As you look across the way, and a great turnout by the Mission Eagle fans here tonight. Huge turnout by the Pioneer Diamondback fans. And you look over the Eagle stands and see that big orange-colored full moon coming up on a Friday the 13th over Richard Thompson Stadium. So, you know, big crosstown rivalry, Friday the 13th, full moon. Great night for football tonight, folks. First down and 10 for the Eagles from the Diamondback 41. Duran under pressure, steps up into the pocket. He'll bounce it outside and keep it. And he's tackled for about a 2-yard loss. Shamir Mallard out there on the tackle for the Diamondbacks. And no gain on that play. It'll be second down and 10 coming up for the Mission Eagles. Ball spotted at the right hash on the Pioneer 41-yard line. 2:03 remaining in the first quarter. Eagles will send two wideouts wide left. Two backs in the I formation in the backfield. You don't see that in high school football much anymore. Moronta with a fullback lead blocking for him. Gets across the line of scrimmage and gains a couple more to about the 38-yard line. 32 in on the stop. That's Aziel Gomez for the Diamondbacks. Third down and 7 to go coming up. Tonight's game being streamed on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the VTX1 broadband app on your Roku device, and also on the Sharyland ISD Facebook page. We're streaming as well. Be sure to share this feed with your friends on social media. Third down coming up. Duran from the shotgun formation. Looking downfield, fires going long, and he overthrew his intended target. That was Sebastian Montes. And fourth down coming up for the Mission Eagles. Looks like the punt team coming out on the field in a hurry. Or we could have a... well, they're lined up in a regular formation. They subbed about 5 players. Duran looking to throw it, and a timeout on the field called by Tom Lee and the Pioneer Diamondbacks. We'll take 1-2. Back in a moment here on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Back live, timeout on the field called by the Diamondbacks as the Mission Eagles were going to go for it on 4th down. They sent in about 5 players, and it looked like a punt team was coming on, but instead it was just more subs on offense as the Eagles were going for it on 4th down, and it still appears that they are, as the Eagles are still in an offensive formation with 5 wide receivers on the field, but there is a man back deep at the 50-yard line to punt this away. So here we go, 4th down, ball on the 39-yard line, deep snap, quick kick there by Jeremy Duran. Duran has the ball take an Eagle bounce at the 10-yard line, and Pioneer will down it, or the Eagles will down it at the 4-yard line. So the Eagles are playing the field positioning game as Marburger will have a long field to work with. But as we saw in the Diamondbacks' first possession of the game on offense, they took the ball right down the field and scored, and they did it under 3 minutes. So interesting to see what we're going to see here. This drive will take us into the second quarter as we have 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter tonight. 7-7 our score here in Sharyland tonight. Pioneer with the ball, 1st down and 10. Ball will be on their own 2-yard line. They're inside the 5. Marburger from the end zone, handoff to Castillo. Castillo up the middle, stays on his feet, and he gets tackled near the line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to give him about 3 yards. Ball brought out to the 5. Pioneer in the hurry-up offense, no-huddle offense. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Play coming in from the sideline for Marburger. 30-second clock down to 18. Game clock down to 13. So I think Pioneer is going to wait this one out and take it on into the second quarter. That would probably be the wise thing to do, and indeed that's what they do. End of 1 here in Sharyland tonight. It's a tied ball game at 7 each. Back in a moment with the second quarter on Rio Sports Live.
We're this close. We are this close. Of wanting to making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live as we start the second quarter of tonight's game. Second down and about 7 yards to go for the Diamondbacks. Quick out pass there, caught by a receiver. That was looks like it was number 4 on the reception that time for the Diamondbacks. That's Alan Davila. And it's a 1st down and 10 Diamondbacks. Ball will be spotted at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 as we start the second quarter. 3 wideouts, wide right, 2 to the left. Marburger from the shotgun. On 1st down, he steps back, he'll keep it. Quarterback draw, Marburger stays on his feet and slides at the 25 for a gain of maybe 7 or 8 yards. Diamondbacks in a no-huddle offense. They'll give him the ball at the 24-yard line. 4 wideouts on the field. Marburger, fake handoff to Castillo. He finds Padilla out in the flat. That's Davila, correct me. Davila carries the ball for a 1st down to the 33-yard line. Tackle there made by number 9 of the Mission Eagles. That's Moronta. Moronta playing both ways tonight. 1st down and 10, Diamondbacks. Here's a snap. Rolling right is Marburger. Marburger will throw this one, going for Gavin De La Garza, and he throws it out of bounds. 10:58 remaining in the first half of play. It's a tied ball game here tonight on the audio broadcast. on RioSportsLive.com. Other games going on throughout the Valley tonight. Ed Calchelsa at Los Fresnos. Joe Bowling with the call on that one on System 1 tonight on RioSportsLive.com. On second down and 10, Marburger swing pass caught. Number 14, Luke Padilla. Padilla gets across the 35. He'll be taken down at the 37-yard line. Wrapped up by Charles Schultz of the Eagles, and a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Diamondbacks. Marburger working the left hash, 3 wideouts, wide right, 2 to the left. No backs in the backfield. From the shotgun formation, Marburger throws it, quick pass, caught. Tristan Castillo at the 45. Castillo stays on his feet to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Diamondbacks. Tristan Castillo. How about them apples? It does not take long for the Diamondbacks to score. They have proved that twice tonight here at home. And the Diamondbacks take the lead over the Eagles 13-7. Olivares to kick the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's a 14-7 ball game in favor of the Pioneer Diamondbacks after Castillo's big catch and run. Back in a moment here on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a 2019 Ford EcoSport with navigation and an 8-inch touchscreen for just $17,495.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Back after the big 62-yard touchdown catch and run by Tristan Castillo. That was a quick pass as Castillo, that was a hot pass, if you will, as Marburger just took the snap. He held it in his hand for maybe a second and fired it to Castillo. Castillo broke a tackle and then ran it straight down the field for the score. Here's the kickoff by Pioneer. The Eagles will let it bounce, and the ball will go down to the 10-yard line, but Villarreal picks it up. Villarreal in trouble, loses the football, and Pioneer recovers it at the 4-yard line. Big mistake there by Stephen Villarreal, the senior of the Mission Eagles. He was trying to make a play. He picked up the football instead of allowing it to run out of bounds, and he tried to make a play out of it, carried it like a loaf of bread, lost the ball, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks get the ball back inside the Eagle 5-yard line. The ball will be spotted on the left hash at the 3. Oh my. Coach Detmer has to be livid after that one. 10-13 remaining in the half. Diamondbacks up 14-7. 5 wideouts on the field. Castillo with the handoff, fake handoff. Marburger keeps the ball, and they'll tackle him near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by number 5, Justin Soto, the outside linebacker for the Eagles. Second down coming up. Not much gain on that play. Second and goal. Ball in the middle of the field. 3 wideouts, wide right, 1 to the left. Castillo in the backfield with Marburger. Marburger looking, he throws it, and that Marburger was hit as he threw. Looks like number 5, Justin Soto, got to Marburger and tipped the football. And that will be, did they rule that complete? No, it was incomplete. And it will be a 3rd down coming up for the Diamondbacks as Tom Lee calls the play in from the line of scrimmage. From the sideline. As you hear these fans, they are on their feet tonight on the home side of the field here at Richard Thompson Stadium. 3 wide receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Marburger fires it, open man, touchdown, Diamondbacks. That was Alan Davila on the reception, and the Diamondbacks go up 20-7. Alan Davila got open. He got a step on his man in the corner of the end zone. Just a simple route to the goalpost, and he made the score. The point after by Olivares. Castillo will hold. The kick is up. It's 21-7 in favor of the Pioneer Diamondbacks over the Mission Eagles. 9:36 left in the second quarter. We're back in a moment.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
The Pioneer Diamondback fans are celebrating as they have the lead by 14 over the Mission Eagles. These Mission Eagles that have only allowed 8 points thus far in 2 ball games, they've allowed 21 tonight. As the moon continues to rise in the eastern sky over the Rio Grande Valley. Steven Villarreal back deep to receive for the Mission Eagles, clapping his hand, telling his team to, hey, shake it off, we got this. Olivares kicks it down the middle. That will be taken at the 20-yard line by Gilberto Bernal, and Bernal brings it back to the 25. Big hit that time by the Diamondbacks, number 30 on the play there. Alfredo Valise making the stop, and Marburger will he'll relax on the sideline and drink some water and get coached up as Jeremy Duran from the other side of the field will bring his offense back out onto the field for the Mission Eagles. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Eagles in between the hashes on the 25-yard line, as now the Eagles defend the north goal, and they're going left to right across your mobile device, across your radio dial, across your television set. Jeremy Duran under pressure. He comes out of the backfield, gets a couple before he's stopped there by big number 90, number 90 there, Trey Guerra of Pioneer. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the right hash. Ball is on the 28-yard line with 9 minutes left in the first half of play. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts wide left. Duran under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff here to his big fullback there. Looks like that was number 22, Maldonado. Maldonado was on the ball carrier. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Mission Eagles after that gain. Ball will be brought to the 32-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3rd down, make some noise.
1 wide out, wide left for the Mission Eagles. 2 wide outs, wide right with the tight end. Villarreal in motion, right to left. Duran rolls out, pass play, and that is dropped by the tight end, Raymundo Garcia. Big opportunity there. He would have made the 1st down and got a few more, but he dropped the football, and the punting team will come out on the field for the Mission Eagles with 8:06 remaining in the half. Diamondbacks on top, 21-7. Rene Rodriguez back to punt.
Here we go.
Diamondbacks back deep to receive. Looks like that's Castillo back there at the 34. Low snap, punter kicks it up. Beautiful punt. Great spin on the ball. It'll take a Mission Eagle bounce, and we'll go to the 20-yard line where Marburger and the offense will be back out on the field when we come back on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
There was a personal foul penalty called on the Diamondbacks, so that will move the football from the 20 down to the 10-yard line, half the distance to the goal. 1st and 10, Pioneer from their own 10-yard line is on the left hash. Castillo with a quick out play, and he'll be wrapped up immediately there on the 10-yard line with no gain. Tackle made there by number 5, Justin Soto. Soto making it all the way into the flat from the outside linebacker position. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Diamondbacks. Ball on the left hash. Ball on the 11-yard line. Marburger in shotgun. High snap. And the play is blown dead. Flag on the field. Looks like illegal procedure. False start by Luke Padilla, the wide receiver on the near side of the field. Half the distance to the goal. It'll now be a 2nd and long. Ball moved back to about the 7-yard line. 3 wideouts, wide right, 1 to the left. Castillo and Marburger at the goal line. Marburger steps back in the end zone, then he fires it. He finds the open man. It was a short pass, and the tackle was made immediately on the 7-yard line by number 54 of the Eagles, Hugo Valladoluna. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Diamondbacks. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. 3 wideouts, wide right, 1 to the left. Marburger, long snap count. Snap. Marburger rolling right, looking down the field. Marburger throws it at the last minute. Open man, LaVar Lindo, and that pass is caught, and it's a 1st down at the 40-yard line. Lindo on the reception. 30-plus yard reception, and the Diamondbacks move the chains, and they're out of the harm's way inside the 10, and they're up here at the 39. Marburger, quick out pass to Alan Davila. Davila breaking 1 tackle, can't get away from the next one. He's tackled at the 39-yard line. Number 29 on the stop for the Eagles, that's Luis Balderas. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 4 for the Diamondbacks from the 45 on the left hash. Marburger drops back, fires it. Pass is caught near the line of scrimmage. Padilla on the reception. Tackle made immediately by Justin Soto. And that will be a 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Coming up, 5:30 remaining in the first half of play as the Diamondbacks lead this one 21-7. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Marburger in shotgun. Quarterback draw. Marburger keeps it. Room to run. Gets a 1st down and more. Down to the 43-yard line. 1st down and 10. Diamondbacks. They'll actually give them to the 44. Ball in the middle of the field. Hurry up offense for the Diamondbacks. Marburger, straight drop back. Pump fake. Marburger with time. Being pressured now. Quick pass. Castillo on the run. Castillo gets down inside the 35, stays on his feet, gets inside the 30, down at the 27-yard line. Tristan Castillo, 1st and 10, Diamondbacks. 1st down and 10, Diamondbacks. Ball on the right hash. Here's a handoff to Castillo. Spin move. Castillo stays on his feet, bounces it outside, gets down to the 21-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on that play.
25
by the Diamondbacks. Tackle made there by Charles Schultz. Second down and 5 coming up. 3 wideouts, wide left. Handoff to 22 of the Diamondbacks. No gain on the play. Taylor Esparza, the ball carrier, giving Castillo a break. 3rd down and 4, maybe a 1-yard pickup on that play. 3:50 remaining in the first half of play. 3 wideouts wide left, 1 to the right. Esparza in the backfield with Marburger. Marburger rolls left, fires it, passes incomplete. That ball was intended for J.J. Steinman, and it'll bring up a 4th down coming up for the Diamondbacks. Tom Lee leaving his offense out on the field. Marburger looks a little shaken up on that play. Or he may just need a break to breathe this humid night here in the Rio Grande Valley. Full moon out. Temperature about 80 degrees. Humidity right there as well after the rain this afternoon. And Lee wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Timeout on the field by the Pioneer Diamondbacks with 3:37 left in the first quarter of play. Over in La Jolla tonight, Sharyland's on top, 7-0 over the Coyotes. 4th down and 3 yards to go coming up, or 4th and 4 rather. Ball on the 20-yard line for the Pioneer Diamondbacks as both teams take the field after the timeout. Something tells me we need to watch for LeVar Lindo. Big 6'5", number 88 out there in the flat. Snap to Marburger. Marburger rolling left, fires it. That pass caught at the 12-yard line. It's a 1st down, Diamondbacks. Luke Padilla on the reception and the concentration to keep his feet in bounce and haul in the pass. 1st down, Diamondbacks. Ball on the 12. Marburger gets the play in from the sideline. 3 wideouts, wide right. Castillo in the backfield. It's a snap to Castillo. Straight to him. Castillo up the middle. He gets all the way in the end zone and scores. Tristan Castillo on a direct snap goes into the end zone for the Pioneer Diamondback touchdown. 27-7 the score now for the Diamondbacks. Olivares to kick the point after. Good snap, good kick. It's up right through the uprights. We have a 28-7 ball game in favor of Pioneer. 3:22 remaining in the first half. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. Tonight's game powered by Hacienda Ford. If you need a good car, truck, SUV, maybe a pre-owned one, Hacienda has it. Hacienda Ford, University Drive and McCaw Road in Edinburgh. As you take a look at the moon tonight, a full moon on the Friday the 13th. You'll see that on our video footage, which will be available on demand after the game. highlights and video footage here on RioSportsLive.com. Here comes the kickoff by Mike Ramos. And that ball will be fair caught by Gilberto Bernal at the 22. So the Eagles, with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half of play, with a chance to answer this onslaught of touchdowns from Pioneer. Pioneer have scored 21 unanswered points so far tonight in the first half. First down and 10 Eagles, ball on the right hash from the 22-yard line. As the Eagles offense takes the field. No huddle offense. 2 wideouts, wide left. Duran under center. Handoff to Moronta. Moronta looking for a gap to run, and not much there. Good job by staying home by that D-line of the Diamondbacks. Number 92 leading the charge. That's Matthew Solis. Second down and 8 yards to go after the 2-yard gain. Ball out to the 24. Here's a snap. Duran looking long. Fires it. Caught by Moronta at the 38-yard line. Moronta stays on his feet. Goes down to the sideline where he's pushed down at the 27-yard line. First down, Eagles. And the Mission Eagles strike just like that with a big pass play of their own to Horacio Moronta. 3 wideouts, wide right. Duran in the backfield. Hands off up the middle. 22, the ball carrier. And gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Maldonado. Gain of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7 coming up. 2:38 remaining in the first half. 3 wideouts, wide right. Duran throwing for the corner of the end zone. And we'll have a flag on the play as the pass is incomplete. Looks like maybe an interference call. We'll see what the official has to say.
Holding on the defense, number 1, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Holding call there on Alejandro Vasquez on the defense, and that will give the Eagles a first down. They'll spot this one inside the 20. They'll call it at the 13-yard line, first and 10 Eagles, 2:28 remaining in the half. Pioneer leads this one 28-7, but Eagles are knocking on the door as they're inside the Diamondbacks red zone. They're in the huddle calling this play. Actually, they're going to spot the football back at the let's call it the 16-yard line, 16, 17-ish. First down and 10, Mission Eagles. 2 wideouts, wide right. Moronta and Maldonado in the backfield. Here's a handoff. Maldonado swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He almost spun out of that one, but he was down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down coming up for Pioneer. Clock ticking away with 2:10 left in the half. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line on the left hash. Eagles moving south, left to right across your radio dial. 2 wideouts spread wide left and 1 wide right. 2 backs in the backfield, flanking Duran. Duran, quick out pass to the 15-yard line. Caught. Receiver spun out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Looks like that pass was caught by Villarreal. And that will be close to a first down, perhaps 2 yards shy. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Eagles. Ball spotted at the 9. 1:41 remaining in the half. Ball on the left hash. Eagles send 2 wideouts wide right. 2 backs in the backfield. Duran under center. He'll hand it off to Moronta. Moronta with room to run, crosses the 5 with blockers, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Horacio Moronta, finally answering a 21-point drought and gets the Eagles up to 13 points. The point after attempt by Rene Rodriguez, the place kicker. Duran will hold. Quick snap. Good snap. Kick is up. And it is good. So it's a 28-14 ball game. Diamondbacks with the lead with 1:35 remaining in the first half of play. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hi, we're the Edinburgh Bobcats. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back live in Sharyland as the big pass play from Duran to Moronta set up the Mission Eagles for the last score. It's a 28-14 ball game as the Eagles will kick it off to Tristan Castillo, who's back deep to receive at his 5-yard line, and he'll let it go into the end zone. And the Diamondbacks will bring it out to the 25-yard line, first down and 10. 1:35 remaining in the half, and I tell you what, guys, that's more than enough time for the Diamondbacks to march it right back down to the field for some more points. You know, do not think they're going to kneel this one and take it to the house for halftime. No, Tom Lee this is a big chess match, if you will, between Tom Lee and Coy Detmer, both Mission High School graduates, and this has been nothing short of an exciting game tonight. Nothing short of a boring game, actually. 1:35 remaining in the half. 2 wideouts wide left. Here's a snap. Marburger back to throw. Quick out pass. Lindo, first down and more. Lindo gets it to the 40-yard line, and that's a 1st and 10 Diamondbacks, and here they come. Diamondbacks in the no-huddle offense. Ball back to the 39-yard line on the right hash. 3 wideouts wide left, 2 to the right. Man in motion, that's Castillo. He'll come back to the backfield on Marburger's left. Here's a snap. Marburger rolling left with time. Looking down the field, fires it, and that pass thrown out of bounds. Looked like he was looking for Padilla at about the 45 on the opposite side of the field, and nothing there. That'll be second down coming up for Pioneer. 1:22 remaining in the first half of play. Diamondbacks lead this one by 14. Ball on the right hash. Second down and 10. 5 wideouts on the field. No backs in the backfield. Marburger takes a snap, drops back, throwing, looking for Lindo, and Lindo fell down. He had him at the 29-yard line, and Lindo slipped and fell. And that's an incomplete pass, and third down coming up for the Diamondbacks. He was there. He had the step. Lindo's got the height. The ball was right there on the money. Maybe he found a slippery spot on the field. It did rain this afternoon around 4 o'clock. 5 wideouts on the field. Same formation. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. High snap. Marburger keeps it. Quarterback draw. Coming up the field, Marburger, first down and more. Jumps over a Mission Eagle at the 45. He stays on his feet, and Marburger takes it out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Eddie Lee Marburger, he can throw, and he's proven he can run, and he can run hurdles too. First down and 10, Marburger with the snap, quick out pass. He's got Alan Davila. Davila stays on his feet, gets the first down, and goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 57 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Here come the Diamondbacks in the red zone. First down and 10 from the 10-yard line. Marburger throws it to the left. He's got a man at the goal line, and it's incomplete. Luke Padilla was wide open, and he had the jump on his receiver. Didn't come down with the ball. Second down and 10 coming up for the Diamondbacks from the 11-yard line. 51 seconds remaining in the first half. Two wideouts, wide left, two to the right. Castillo in the backfield with Marburger on Marburger's right. From the right hash, Marburger, straight drop back, looking to the right, looks in the end zone, and that's caught for the touchdown. I was waiting for the official to signal it, but there it is. Touchdown, Diamondbacks. That was LeVar Lindo on the reception on the sideline, but in the end zone for the Diamondbacks score, and the Diamondbacks are up 34-14. Here's Olivares to kick the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. 35-14 our score here with 45 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Pioneer on top of this one. Back in a moment.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Mike Ramos kicks it away to the Eagles, and the Eagles will pick it up at the 20-yard line, and they're tripped up immediately by the Diamondbacks, and we'll see the offense back out on the field for one last time before the end of the half with 43 seconds left in the first half of play. And I don't think anybody in the box here with me saw this coming, saw Pioneer leading this big this soon. 35-14, the score, Pioneer on top. First down and 10, Eagles at the 20-yard line. Four wide receivers on the field. Duran in trouble, being flushed out of the pocket. He pulls up, he wants to throw. He keeps running, and 52 makes the tackle for the Diamondbacks. That's Eric Torres, the defensive tackle. Gain of 6 yards by Duran. Second down and 4 coming up. Eagles in the hurry-up offense. 20 seconds left on the clock. Duran, quick out pass to Maldonado. Maldonado with a first down to the 33-yard line. Tackle there made by Romeo Ramos. And a timeout on the field. Mission Eagles will take 1-2. This is Rio Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Eagles called timeout on the field. 13 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Pioneer Diamondbacks 35, Mission Eagles 14. Halftime, we'll see what's happening around the rest of the valley. We'll have some scores for you. We'll also talk about the first half and talk about some games coming up here on Rio Sports Live. First down and 10. Mission Eagles from their own 33-yard line, ball on the right hash. 3 wideouts on the field. Duran back to throw, looking. He's got his tight end at the 35, and he is upended at the 42-yard line. Raimundo Garcia on the reception. Great tackle there made by Ramos. And we have another timeout on the field by the Eagles. That is their final timeout of the half, 6 seconds remaining.
You have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Neighbor Cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Second down and very short coming up for the Mission Eagles. Actually, they're going to call it a first down. They have not moved the chains yet. Duran throws the ball, and a flag on the play.
False start on the offense, number 72.
False start on the offense by one of the offensive line of the Eagles. So the chain gain finally got set. Now it'll be first down and 15 now with 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball on the 38-yard line. And Duran with 4 seconds to try to do something here. They're going to, yep. I thought they might need to do that, put 2 seconds back on the game clock. Wasn't going to say anything till they did it, and they did it. First down and 15, ball on the right hash on the 38-yard line. Readjusting the scoreboard to 6 seconds. So there's the 6, there's the whistle. 25-second clock moving. Eagles with one back in the backfield. That's Maldonado. He'll block for Duran as Duran looking to throw, and he fires it deep down the field, and that will be almost picked off by the Diamondbacks there, Kyle Sullivan. And it's halftime at Richard Thompson Stadium as the Pioneer Diamondbacks are on top of the Mission Eagles, 35-14. We'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Sharyland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. J's up!
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale, where you can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Welcome back to the press box. It is halftime here at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland as the Eagles trail the Diamondbacks 35-14. Who would have saw that coming? You know, the Eagles have not allowed but 8 points coming into tonight's ball game on defense. Their offense is loaded with firepower. They've scored over 90 points. So have the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks lead this one 35-14. We'll go over some stats and talk about the game coming up here in a little while at halftime as the dance team from the Mission Eagles are out on the field tonight. Their band will take the field. Then the Diamondbacks dancers will take the field, followed by their band. Around the area tonight, some other big games of concern is one we were all kind of asking questions about is what's going on in Edinburgh as the Vela Sabercats are hosting Campbell Spates and the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And that game, I just passed the score right here. Here it is. McAllen Memorial leads the Sabercats 19-6. Some other games going on right now is looks like PSJA Southwest over PSJA Memorial 33-0. And Pace over Donna. Well, I don't have a score on that one. Jumped the gun there. Nicky Rowe right now over Edinburgh North, 29-0. Raymondville over Lyford right now, 28-0. And Sharyland over La Jolla right now, 7-0. Santa Rosa on top of La Villa currently, 20-12. La Feria over Mercedes right now, 14-10. And Rio Grande City and Brownsville Lopez are all tied right now at 0 each. And back here, Weslaco trails PSJA North 7-0. Valley View behind Rivera 21-0. And Ed Couch Elsa game you're hearing right now on Rio Sports Live. Joe Bowling with the call over there from Los Fresnos on System 1. The Yellow Jackets lead that contest 28-14. Hidalgo right now on top of PI 21-7. And Santa Maria over Fremont right now 12-0. And Laredo LBJ 13, Edinburgh Econominis 7, and the Harlingen Cardinals are trailing the Judson Rockets. That score, Judson on top 26-0. We'll be back in a moment as the halftime show continues here on Rio Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Island University, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale, where you can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Truck Tex in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Tex in Harlingen.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a 2019 Ford EcoSport with navigation and an 8-inch touchscreen for just $17,495.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. It is halftime here, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks lead this one 35-14 as the Mission Eagles band leaves the field and makes way for the dance team from Pioneer to take the field, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks marching band will follow. Well, I'm sharing the press box tonight with some other members of our local media here in the Rio Grande Valley, and with me on the mic right now is Mr. Brian Ramos of RGV Sports.
Thank you for having me. Good to be here. Good to be catching some Friday night football.
Hey, man, this is a 35-14 ball game. I didn't expect this coming into tonight. Did you?
No, this is unbelievable for a Mission High defense that had only given up 8 points in 2 games. To get 35 dropped on them here in 24 minutes is pretty remarkable. That Pioneer offense is buzzing. That last scoring drive, it took 50 seconds for them to move downfield. Yeah. They had one punt, a Mission High punt was down at the 2-yard line. No problem for them to move downfield and score another touchdown. They're just rolling on all cylinders right now, playing that up-tempo pace, and it's really taking its toll on that Mission defense.
Yeah, they really are. And I read something that you wrote. Marburger's one of the leading passer right now in the Rio Grande Valley.
Absolutely, yeah, looking good. And offensive coordinator Eddie Galindo, who used to be was one of my football coaches when I used to play over at Edinburgh High. Now he's leading this offense, calling the plays, working with Eddie Lee Marburger and all the weapons that he has. And they've seemed to improve from last year. And Last year, Mission High held them to 17 points and already surpassed that, almost doubled that here in one half.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. And on the other side of the football, you got to hand it to the Mission Eagles. I mean, 14 points on the scoreboard doesn't really speak of their talents on their side of the ball.
Oh, no, yeah, not at all. I mean, this is the Mission team who's coming off two big wins. Obviously, they beat Mission Veterans, a rival, 37-0 in week 1, then Donna North, 55-8 last week. But I don't know. It seemed from the opening snap, the snap that went over quarterback Jeremy Durant's head, it seemed like they were in a tough spot from the get-go, and they've been playing catch-up mode the entire time, and it's playing catch-up mode against an offense like Pioneers that can put up points with ease is a dangerous game to play.
Kind of reminds us of a Mission Vets team from last year.
Absolutely, yeah. Just that aerial attack, and they're going to spread you out, get the ball to their weapons in space, and let them go to work. And that's exactly what Pioneers drawn up here tonight.
That's right. Some other big games going on around the Rio Grande Valley. One we're kind of watching is McAllen Memorial at Edinburgh Vela.
Absolutely, and just an update coming from over there. We have one of our sports writers, Andrew McCullough, covering that game. He told me that the power went out in the entire Edinburgh Stadium at the half. So with 5 minutes left, 5 minutes until the second half is supposed to start, they're working on bringing electricians and people to fix those problems. So hopefully everything gets resolved over there and they're able to finish that game, because that game features number 1 and number 2 here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Oh, my goodness.
And the fans would be ripped off if they're not able to see a true outcome from that one.
Hey, we got a full moon.
Oh, yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably what they're blaming it on. Friday the 13th, full moon. What else can happen here tonight? So let's talk about your poll going on. Who do you have number 1 right now?
Well, right now, until you knock off the Kings, they're going to stay at the top. And Edinburgh Vela, since last season, they've been one of the strongest teams here in the Valley. And coming into this year, they've won 2 close games. One over a 28-27 over a tough Brownsville Hannah squad, and a 51-46 win over Laredo United in week 1. But here in week 3 against McAllen Memorial, who's number 2 in our poll, it's going to be it's anybody's game there
Yeah.
once you're dealing with those Titans at the top. And it's good to see the brightest from Edinburgh shining, the brightest from McAllen shining, Campbell Spates, and we got the Anthony Sotelo, the quarterback from Edinburgh Vela, and 2 really good playmakers here for their offenses going at it here tonight. So really good Friday night football all around. We got Raymondville and Lyford going at it. So just good football all across the Valley tonight.
All right. I want to take a quick break, Brian, and I want to come back and talk about district concerning both of our teams, both members of really competitive districts. We'll talk about that coming up next here on RioSportsLive.com.
Source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Tex in Arlington.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Back live for the Hacienda Ford halftime show here at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland as the Pioneer Diamondbacks marching band is out on the field. Their team with the lead tonight, 35-14. Let's talk about district right now for the Pioneer Diamondbacks, members of that competitive 16-5A Division II district with their rival Sharyland, who Sharyland obviously was a champion last year, Pioneer in second. What do you think about this year?
Well, Sharyland, like you said, defending that district title, but they're a team with only 6 returning starters from a year ago. So a lot of youth, a lot of new faces on that offense. But Coach Adama, he always gets those guys up and ready to play. So they're leading La Jolla High 7-0 at the half tonight. But I've, in my opinion, Sharyland Pioneer has to be the team to beat. The way this offense has plays, and nobody's been able to slow them down on the defensive side. So I feel that Pioneer should be the favorite, and I can't wait to see how the Rattlers and the Diamondbacks look when they get it on the field in the Snakeskin Classic.
Yeah.
And then Mercedes, another team who's making noise with the sophomore quarterback with Michael Cisneros. They're looking really good here early on in the season. Valley gets the Gomez brothers over from Mission High, 2 transfers, a quarterback and a linebacker on both sides of the ball. So that district, 16-5A D2, going to be interesting to see how that one plays out.
Yeah. I was talking to your guy last night, Raul Garcia, of the Monitor, and I'm just going to do this with this mic because that mic's not. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this mic, but we'll talk like this. So many talented quarterbacks here in the Rio Grande Valley. Lots of these guys are sophomores and dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's really been interesting to see some of these quarterbacks taking strides and playing with a sense of maturity, a sense of awareness, field awareness that you really can't teach. That's a skill that you can only learn through experience and playing time. And there's plenty of quarterbacks, as you mentioned, sophomore quarterbacks looking good here across the Rio Grande Valley. Jeremy Duran, one of them. Michael Cisneros over there in Mercedes. And Eddie Lee Marburger right here, junior quarterback. I know it's only 3 games into the season, but he's looking like one of the very best here in the Valley.
You know, and it seems like the NFL are going toward that Russell Wilson type dual threat quarterback. You know, Murray this past Sunday in Phoenix for the Arizona Cardinals.
It's so important for those quarterbacks to have that ability to extend plays and escape pressure when the pocket collapses or roll out and get to those sidelines and keep their eyes downfield where they're looking, because the receiving weapons down here in the Valley have stepped up their game. We got LeVar Lindo here in this game, AJ Gonzaga over at Mission Veterans, some really good pass catchers and some really good quarterbacks getting them the ball, keeping their eyes downfield. And like you said, they can hurt you with their legs too, as we've seen here tonight from Eddie Lee Marburger.
Let's talk about District 36A, a district that the Mission Eagles are a part of, and McAllen Memorial and the Bulldogs and all those guys. Where do you see the chips falling there?
Well, in 36A has to be one of the toughest districts here in the Valley, with McAllen Memorial, PSJ North, PSJ High, who is the defending district champions, and then of course, like you said, we got the Mission High Eagles, who gunning for that district title, and they feel they have all the weapons needed to make a run at that district championship. And quarterback Jeremy Duran in that backfield of Tito Moronta and Andrew Maldonado, just a really dangerous 1-2 punch to really break down defenses over the course of games and over the course of the season. And to be honest, the way McAllen Memorial is playing and Campbell Spades is running that ball for the Mustangs, they look like the team to beat there in 36A.
All right, we're talking to Brian Ramos of RGVSports.com. And Brian, you're a sports writer for RGV Sports as well as a monitor. And you also have your own YouTube show.
Oh, yeah. Every Saturday and Wednesdays, we record a preview and a recap, breaking down all the games, must-see matches. We come with the top 10 poll, players of the week, and different things like that. And you can catch us every Wednesday and every Saturday at RGV Sports or like you said, the Monitor newspaper on social media.
Good deal. Well, pleasure to have you here in the press box tonight. Thanks for coming on the air.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. It's halftime here at the Sharyland Richard Thompson Stadium. The Diamondbacks on top of this one, 35-14. The Diamondback marching band out on the field, performing for a full house here at Richard Thompson Stadium tonight. We'll be back in a few moments.
Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports 5, number 1.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland as the Pioneer Diamondbacks marching band wrap their halftime show up. And we'll get started with the second half of tonight's ball game momentarily. We're just talking here to John Hammond of the Progress Times and Brian Ramos of RGVsports.com about the first half that the Diamondbacks played. And Marburger has thrown 4 touchdown passes, and all 4 of those passes have been to different receivers. Has been to Castillo, Davila, Lindo, and Padilla. So Castillo leads tonight with receiving yards of 106 yards, and Castillo also adds 20 more yards rushing on the ground. So the Pioneer Diamondbacks showing just how explosive they can be on the offensive side of the ball tonight, and just basically putting on an offensive clinic tonight here at home at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. We're going to come back for the second half of tonight's ball game here on RioSportsLive.com. Don't forget, we're streaming on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. The VTX1 broadband app on your Roku device, and always on RioSportsLive.com. Back with the second half here in a moment.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Welcome back to the third quarter of tonight's game here on RioSportsLive.com as the Eagles, Rene Rodriguez, kicks it off, and we're underway here in the third quarter of tonight's game. Ball will be taken by the Diamondbacks at the 4-yard line, and with room to run, here he comes. Oh, the ball is out, and the Eagles will recover at the 37-yard line. And a big break there for the Mission Eagles as Evan Maldonado loses a football at the 37-yard line, and the Eagles get this one back. Wow. How about that for a full moon? That's worse than the power being out at Edinburgh. Wow. First down and 10. Mission Eagles after the Diamondbacks cough up the kickoff return. First down and 10 on the left hash from the Pioneer 37. Here's a handoff to Maldonado, who's tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage by Kyle Sullivan. Second down coming up. Second and 9. Ball spotted on the left hash at the 36-yard line. Tonight's game is being video recorded and will be available for playback on demand on all of our platforms on RioSportsLive.com. That will be up over the weekend. Here's a quick out pass to number 88, the tight end, with breaking some tackles and room to run, spinning, gets down to the 30-yard line. That is the big tight end, Raimundo Garcia, and he's a handful to bring down as it took about 5 Pioneer Diamondbacks to make that stop. 3rd and 3 to go after the 7-yard catch and run by Garcia. 3rd down and 3, ball on the right hash on the 30-yard line. Duran under center will hand it off to Moronta. Moronta up the middle. Stays on his feet, continuing to drive, and he's tackled at the 26-yard line. And that is enough for an Eagle first down at the Pioneer Diamondback 26. So the Eagles trying to capitalize on the big fumble recovery on the kickoff. First down and 10, 2 wideouts wide left on the wide side of the field. Here's a pitch out to Maldonado. He's running. He crosses a 20 down to the 19-yard line. That is the tailback number 22 of the Mission Eagles. Andrew Maldonado. Second down, 3 yards to go coming up from the red zone at the 19-yard line on the right hash. Duran under center. He'll hand it off again to Maldonado. Maldonado tripped up immediately after a 1 or 2 yard gain. Number 2 in on the stop for the Diamondbacks. Shamir Mallard from that safety position. First and 10 Eagles at the 16-yard line of the Diamondbacks. Ball on the right hash. Two wideouts wide left. Moronta and Maldonado in the backfield. Fake handoff to Moronta. Duran rolling out to his right. Throws down the field. Flag on the play at the 2. Pass is incomplete. Mallard was covering Virial, and he may have been gotten for pass interference. We await our call from the official. And Sharyland ISD doing a great job on camera work tonight. You'll see this on the video playback on demand. This is an audio broadcast tonight. Penalty against the Diamondbacks, half the distance to the goal. Ball on the 2-yard line for the Mission Eagles. Two wideouts wide left, two backs in the backfield. Duran hands it off to Maldonado. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Mission Eagles. So the Eagles open up the third quarter of play here tonight with a scoring drive. And they'll go for the point after. Rene Rodriguez will attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:14 remaining in the third quarter, it's a 2-score ball game, 35-21 in favor of the Diamondbacks. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland as the Eagles get set to kick this one off. After the touchdown scoring drive, after the fumble of the kickoff return by the Diamondbacks to open the second half of play, Mission Eagles capitalizing on that mistake and making 7 points off the deal. Rodriguez will kick it off. Castillo back deep to receive. Be a fair catch called at the 29-yard line for the Diamondbacks by Padilla, and the offense for the Diamondbacks back out on the field. Again, Marburger has 4 touchdown passes tonight to 4 different receivers, so he's doing a great job of spreading the ball around. 1st and 10 Diamondbacks from their own 29-yard line on the left hash, defending the north goal here at Richard Thompson Stadium, moving left to right off your radio dial. Marburger passes it to Castillo. Castillo in the flat, making a spin move. Castillo with room to run at the 50-yard line and gets down to the Mission 38-yard line before he's drugged down by Ivan Chavez, who saved a touchdown. Quick strike there by the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks in the no-huddle offense, moving the chains on the Mission Eagle 38-yard line. Ball on the right hash, 3 wideouts wide left. Handoff to Castillo. Nope, it's a pass out to Alan Davila. Davila in the flat. Davila down to the 30-yard line before he's tripped up there by the Eagles. Looks like number 11 on the stop. That's Leonardo Perez Salmaron of the Eagles. 2nd down and 2 coming up for Pioneer from the 30. Marburger from the shotgun. Fake handoff to Castillo. Marburger will keep it and run it up the middle, and he'll get to the 25-yard line tackled by Justin Soto with 8:20 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Diamondbacks, ball on the left hash at the 25. Marburger with 3 wideouts, wide right, 1 to the left. Castillo in the backfield. Marburger takes a snap, drops back, throwing to the right. He had a man that's almost picked off by the Eagles. Number 30 there almost picked that ball off. That was Joseph Aparicio. Ball was intended for Gavin De La Garza. And that will bring up a 2nd down and 10. You haven't seen many dropped passes tonight at all from Marburger. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 3 wideouts, wide right. Marburger, straight drop back, rolling to the right, looking right, throwing long, has a man, Gavin De La Garza, and it's over the top of him at the 5-yard line. You know, I read one of you guys wrote this past week about Marburger and his crew putting the time in after practice and just dialing into 0 with these guys. And you can see that that has paid off as he has 4 touchdown passes tonight to 4 different receivers. He's looking for number 5 right now. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 25-yard line of the Eagles. Marburger drops straight back. He's got a man at the 12-yard line. That is Luke Padilla on the reception for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Tackle made there by 33 of the Eagles, Julio Reyes. 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. 1st down and 10. Diamondbacks. Quick handoff to Castillo up the middle, and he's wrapped up immediately at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there was, looks like number 11. Number 91, Charles Schultz there on the defensive line, wrapping Castillo up. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Diamondbacks. 3 wideouts, wide right. Luke Padilla wide left. Marburger from the shotgun, drops straight back, looking for Padilla. He's got him. Touchdown, Diamondbacks. Dial it in, Marburger to Luke Padilla for another 6 points for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. (41-21) now as the Diamondbacks take the lead by 20 with 6:49 remaining in the third quarter of play. Point after coming up. Castillo will hold it. Kick is up, and it is good. 42-21 now the score. As we'll continue our coverage from Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland right after this.
We're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Mike Ramos to kick it off for the Diamondbacks. It's a high end-over-end kick at the 30-yard line taken by the Eagles, and they break a few tackles and bring it out to the 39-yard line. And that ball carrier was Rene Anzaldúa with 6:45 remaining in the third quarter of play. Jeremy Duran and company back out on the field for the Mission Eagles offense. Here on a Friday the 13th, a full moon tonight in the Rio Grande Valley. Glad you could join us tonight on RioSportsLive.com. 2 wideouts wide right, 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash for the Mission Eagles from their own 38-yard line. Duran, straight drop back, looking right. He's in trouble, and he'll be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the D-line that time of the Diamondbacks getting the penetration there. Looks like that was number 90 on the stop, Trey Guerra, from the defensive end spot. Second down coming up, a loss of 2 on the play. 2 wideouts, wide right. Moronta in the backfield. And that play will be blown dead after the laundry comes out on the field.
Offsides on the defense, number 62.
Offsides against the Diamondbacks. 5-yard penalty. Again, we're streaming on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the VTX1 broadband app on your Roku device, and RioSportsLive.com. Be sure you share our feeds with your friends on social media. Second down and 7 now for the Mission Eagles from their own 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Maldonado. Maldonado over left tackle, and he'll get a first down to midfield. Ball on the 50-yard line. Tackle made there by number 34, Fernando Salcedo, from the inside linebacker spot. And the Mission Eagles moving the chains. I said in the pregame that the Eagles kind of need to keep it on the ground. That was one of the Hacienda Ford keys of the game for their big offensive line to reestablish the line of scrimmage and give their running backs an opportunity. They're doing it here on this drive. 3 wideouts wide right. Here's a handoff to Maldonado again over the right guard, and he'll get a couple up to the 47-yard line. Second down and 7 coming up for the Mission Eagles with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They'll put that ball on the left hash at the 48-yard line. Second down, 8 yards to go. Backs in the I formation. Moronta with a handoff. Moronta bounces it outside. Got room to run. Flag on the play. Moronta goes down at the 32. But it looks like we may have a holding call against the Eagles, and that may be coming back. That's exactly what happened. One of the linemen got caught on the hold. That's Julian Becerra. And a big gain there erased as the Eagles are looking for a sliver of hope to get back into this ball game as the Diamondbacks lead it by 42-21. Second down and long coming up, like 19 yards long. Ball will be moved back to the Mission Eagle 42. 3 wideouts, wide right for the Eagles. Duran in shotgun formation. Duran looking left, looking down the middle, rolling right. Now Duran pulls up, pump fakes, keeps going, and he'll run out of bounds at the Pioneer 49. So the secondary of the Diamondbacks doing their part, maintaining that Steven Virial and the rest of the receiving cast of the Eagles football team remains covered, and that will bring up a third down and 9 with the ball on the right hash from the 49-yard line with 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Pioneer fans are on their feet on a big third down play coming up. Duran back to throw, and Duran looks like they caught Pioneer offsides. Both teams are kind of pointing their fingers. Yep. Penalty on the defense for offsides against the Diamondbacks. Third down and short coming up, about a 3rd and 4. After the penalty, they'll move the ball to the 44-yard line.
Third down still.
So that gives the Eagles an opportunity for a first down and to keep this ball on the ground and out of Pioneers' offensive's hands. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Ball on the right hash. Here's a handoff. Horacio Moronta. Horacio Moronta turns and stays on his feet, keeps his legs moving, and gets a first down for the Mission Eagles at the 38-yard line. So all of those drills that they do during the offseason, spring training, etc., and the work in the weight room has given Horacio Moronta the ability and the talent to keep his legs moving and keep driving with defenders on his back. And he got a first down there for the Eagles. Ball on the 38-yard line in Pioneer territory. Duran hands it off to Moronta. It's a reverse play. Here comes Steven Villarreal to the left. Villarreal crosses the 35. He's got room to run down to the 20, and he's brought out of bounds by Shamir Mallard. Eagles with a big play on 3rd down. Trickery comes to play in tonight's game on a Friday the 13th under a full moon. 1st down and 10 for the Mission Eagles on the left hash from the Pioneer 19. 2 backs in the backfield. Duran under center. He'll hand it off to Moronta. Moronta up the middle, and he's wrapped up hard. Good tackle there. Good form tackle there at the 17-yard line by the inside linebacker. That was Shamir Mallard by the safety. Mallard coming all the way up and filling a gap and wrapping up Moronta. He hit him between the thigh and on the thigh, between the waist and the knees. Good form tackle there by Mallard. You'll see that on the video replay on demand on RioSportsLive.com. 2nd down and 8. Duran, fake handoff. He'll throw it. Toss out to number 22, Maldonado. Maldonado in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Jeremy Duran rolling out to the right-hand side, faking the handoff to Moronta. His other back, Maldonado, found an opening in the flat. He had nobody on him. He ran into the end zone for the Mission Eagles score, and the Eagles will move them up to 27 points on the scoreboard as Rodriguez will attempt the point after. Duran will hold it. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Eagles increase their points to 28. Pioneer with the lead at 42. 2:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
So the Mission Eagles have found some rhythm offensively. However, is it too late? They pull within 2 touchdowns as they trail the Pioneer Diamondbacks 42-28. Rodriguez will kick it off. Castillo back deep to receive from his 4-yard line. Good high end over end kick. That will be fair caught by Luke Padilla at the 20-yard line. So Marburger and company will hit the field tonight. Marburger with 5 touchdown passes tonight. A pair to Padilla, 1 to Lindo, 1 to Davila, 1 to Castillo. 1st down and 10 coming up for Pioneer from the 25. 2 wideouts, wide right, 2 to the left. Castillo in the backfield with Marburger in the shotgun. Here's a snap. It's a handoff to Castillo. Castillo, nowhere to go. He's wrapped up immediately by Christian Hernandez and Eddie Alanis. Also in on the stop was 29, Luis Balderas of the Mission Eagles. 2nd down and 9 coming up for Pioneer after the 1-yard gain. Ball on the right hash. 4 wide receivers on the field, 3 of them on the wide side of the field to the left. Here's a pass to LeVar Lindo. Lindo shakes the tackle. He's going down the sideline. Lindo knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line of the Mission Eagles. Touchdown saving tackle there by Hugo Valladoluna. Again, same formation. Lindo by himself on the right. Ball on the left hash. 3 wideouts wide left. Marburger in the backfield. Castillo on his right. He'll fake the handoff. Marburger keeps it up the middle. Slides down to the 40-yard line. Marburger picks up about 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 yards to go coming up. Ball spotted between the hash marks. 1:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Pioneer leads 42-28. Play coming in from Coach Lee on the sideline. 2nd down. 2 wideouts on each side. Marburger taking the snap. Fake handoff to Castillo. Quick pass to Davila. That's caught. Davila near 1st down yardage at the 34-yard line, and that will be a 1st down for Pioneer.
Chavez with that tackle.
1st down and 10. 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of play. Marburger, straight drop back, firing, looking for the corner of the end zone, and that is out of bounds. Nope, they're going to call it caught. He caught the ball, and that's Padilla on the reception for Pioneer. He wasn't in the end zone. I got a little too excited there. He was at the 10-yard line, and that's a 1st and 10. Diamondbacks in the red zone. And it looks like it's coming back. Flag on the field. No, it was incomplete. Another official had a better angle on it, and they ruled that pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Diamondbacks. Ball back at the 34-yard line. 21 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Castillo in motion. 3 wideouts wide left. Marburger, straight drop back. Checking down the field, fires it. Caught by Gavin De La Garza at the 26-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but picked up quite a few. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Pioneer in the hurry-up offense. And we'll lose time. It's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Pioneer leads 42-28. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live, Richard Thompson Stadium, as we enter the 4th quarter with the Pioneer Diamondbacks driving the football. They have a 3rd and 2 on the left hash at the Mission Eagle 26-yard line. Marburger in the shotgun formation will take the snap, throwing to the right, looking for Lindo. He's got him, at the 15-yard line, and that will be a first down for Pioneer. LeVar Lindo on the reception. And that's a first down for the Diamondbacks. Ball will be spotted on the 13. Marburger with 4 wide receivers looking for the corner of the end zone, looking for Lindo, and a flag on the play as the pass is incomplete. Looks like it was maybe some pass interference there. Lindo was in the corner of the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense, number 16. The foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, first and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the foul occurred in the end zone, so by rule, they'll give Pioneer the first down on the 1-yard line. That's a mistake you don't want to make if you're the Mission Eagles. First down, Pioneer. Castillo in the backfield with Marburger. Marburger on the right hash, 2 wideouts wide left, 2 to the right. Marburger taking the snap. It's a high snap. He goes over his head, and looks like Castillo falls on it. He does. They get the ball back, but they get it all the way back to the 17-yard line. So the Mission Eagles catching a break, if you will, and Pioneer losing some yardage on the play. Second down and goal coming up for the Diamondbacks. Good snap there. Fake handoff to Castillo. Marburger runs it, and he's wrapped up immediately by the Mission Eagles behind the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there was Luis Balderas. 10:43 remaining in tonight's game. Diamondbacks ahead by a couple of touchdowns. Play coming in for the Diamondbacks. Third down coming up. Ball on the 18-yard line. Marburger from the shotgun with 4 wideouts. 3 of them are on his left. He'll go for the left. He's going deep, and he was looking for Luke Padilla again, and it wasn't there. Marburger took a shot there that time by Dante Lopez, who got in and got some pressure on Marburger. $10-11 remaining in the fourth quarter. Fourth down coming up for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. 4th and goal from the 19-yard line. Marburger straight drop back looking for the corner of the end zone, and LeVar Lindo, and it is a incomplete. Pass was broken up by the Mission Eagles. Sabian Sanchez saving the score, and the ball will go over on downs back to the Eagles at their own 19-yard line. With 10:03 remaining in the game, Eagles trail the Diamondbacks by 2 touchdowns. So if the Eagles drive down here, look out as this game continues to go on a Friday night. 3 wideouts, wide left. Duran, high snap, he controls it. Quick out pass to Villarreal. Villarreal brought down at the 20-yard line, still spinning and staying on his feet. A good tackle there by Alejandro Vasquez, not to give up. Villarreal very strong and was hard to take down, but Vasquez did a great job of staying wrapped up. They'll give him forward progress on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up. Ball on the right hash on the 22. Villarreal goes wide left. One back in the backfield. Handoff to Maldonado. Nope, that's a fake handoff. Duran throws it, looking for Villarreal at the 42, and it's not there. He overthrew him. Great job on the fake there that time by Jeremy Duran. Stops the clock with 9:13 remaining in the game. 3rd down and 7 coming up. I'm not sure if I should say the game because the Eagles are liable to come back, score a pair of touchdowns, and tie this thing up. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Maldonado and Villarreal wide left. 2 more wide outs, wide right. Duran in the backfield, snapped over his head at the 10. Duran picks the ball back up, gets out of the end zone and brings it back to the 4-yard line where he's brought down. Wow. Seems like he had momentum coming your way, and then something like that happens, and now you're bringing your punt team out on the field. That will deflate anybody's balloon, as the punter will have to punt this one from the back of the end zone. Mallard back deep to receive from the Eagle 40-yard line. So field positioning a key factor. Low kick, and Castillo will take this at the 43-yard line. Tristan Castillo brings it up the field and will bring it to the 32-yard line, and Villarreal on the stop flags immediately on the play as some extracurricular activity ensues between both teams. We mentioned this being a crosstown rivalry, and it looks like the Mission Eagles will be penalized for a late hit on Tristan Castillo. 8:16 remaining in the 4th quarter. Diamondbacks lead 42-28.
On the play, 1 by each team. During the return, personal foul, face mask, Mission. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 15, Sharyland.
So they're going to call that offsetting penalties, I believe. A face mask call against the Eagles, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct against Pioneer. And offsetting penalties will give Pioneer the football. 1st down and 10. It's still great field position. 1st down and 10 at the Mission Eagle 32-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Pioneer fans visibly upset, or audibly upset on the audio broadcast. 1st down and 10. Ball on the left hash for Pioneer. 3 wideouts, wide right. Marburger gives it to Castillo. Castillo with room to run. Runs it or gets outside, and he gets down to the 30-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the defense is right in front of you on the bench. Let's give them a
2nd down and 8 coming up after a 2-yard gain. Play coming in from the sideline for the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks taking their time getting in the play, as now it's time to work the clock. You want to try to work this clock to your advantage and take time off the football and keep it out of Mission's hands. 2nd down and 8 yards to go coming up. Ball on the right hash at the 30-yard line. Fake handoff to Castillo, and Marburger keeps it, runs it up the middle behind his offensive line, and he'll get a couple up to the 26-yard line. Third down and 6 yards to go for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Ball in the middle of the field. 7 minutes remaining in the game. 3 wideouts, wide left. LeVar Lindo by himself to the right. Castillo to Marburger's right. 1 second left on the 25-second clock, and Marburger will throw it to, looks like Alan Davila at the 20-yard line, and that pass a little too low. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up for Pioneer. 6:39 remaining in the 4th quarter with the clock stopped. Tonight's game powered by Hacienda Ford. Hacienda Ford, University Drive and McCall Road in Edinburgh, with a quick lane to service your vehicle. They service any makes at Hacienda Ford. 4th down. Marburger, straight drop back, will fire it. That pass is caught for the 1st down for Pioneer. Looks like Alan Davila on the reception. And it's a 1st and 10 Diamondbacks at the 21. Ball in the middle of the field between the hashes. Again, Pioneer just letting time burn off the clock. 3 wideouts, wide left. LeVar Lindo solo to the right. Castillo flanks Marburger to his right. Here's a handoff to Castillo, the ball carrier. He gets outside, crosses the 15, down to the 12. Tristan Castillo, the ball carrier, wrapped up that time by Julio Reyes. And Pioneer 1 yard away from another 1st down inside the red zone, as they are looking more and more like they have complete control of this game. Big chess match between Coy Detmer and Tom Lee. 2nd down, 1 yard to go. 3 wideouts, wide right. 3 seconds left on the 25-second clock. Here's a handoff to Tristan Castillo. He gets up to the 10-yard line. They're going to give him to the 11. Castillo wrapped up by 54. Hugo Valladoluna with 5:07 left in the game. And they're going to call Pioneer with a illegal procedure penalty and move Pioneer backwards. Ball will be put on the 17-yard line on the left hash. Again, tonight's game is being video recorded for rebroadcast on demand on our platforms of Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and always on RioSportsLive.com. 2nd down coming up. Here's a handoff to Tristan Castillo, and Castillo goes down immediately at the 20-yard line. Timeout, Mission Eagles. So we'll take a timeout too with 4:42 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Back live at Richard Thompson Stadium. 4:42 remaining in the game after the Eagle timeout. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Pioneer from the Eagle 20-yard line. Marburger from the gun. He'll run it up the middle. Quarterback draw. Marburger still on his feet. Crosses the 10. Gets around the outside into the end zone. Touchdown, Diamondbacks. Eddie Lee Marburger having a outstanding game for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. He's got 5 touchdowns through the air and then 1 on the ground tonight. Olivares for the point after. Castillo will hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:33 remaining in tonight's game, it's the Pioneer Diamondbacks 49, the Mission Eagles 28. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
I'm going to have to go to Padre Island and relax after this game. It's wore me out. Watching Marburger throw 5 touchdown passes, and then he takes 1 in himself on the ground. 4:33 remaining in the game as the Diamondbacks to kick it off. Villarreal back deep to receive for the Eagles. And here's a high end-over-end kick. That will be taken at the 39-yard line. That will be received by Charles Schultz. And Jeremy Duran, the sophomore quarterback, will bring his offense back out on the field with the Eagles with 4:33 remaining in the game to try to make something happen here positively for the Eagles. First down and 10. Eagles at the 39. Ball on the right hash. 4 wide receivers on the field for Jeremy Duran. Duran drops back, looking down the middle. Nothing there. He'll run it, and he pitches this out, and it's picked off by the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks bringing it back to the 20-yard line, to the 10, the 5. Diamondbacks with an interception there. Duran was going to throw it, and then he just pitched it out to his intended receiver, and number 25 coming up with the interception. That is Marco Oviedo doing a great job of that's 28 rather. I think that's Jay Palacios as I look at the monitor in front of me here in the press box. Yep, that's Jay Palacios. And Pioneer, the defense rising to the occasion and really sealing the deal tonight for the Diamondbacks as they have the ball 1st and 10 or 1st and goal at the 9-yard line of the Eagles. Offense back out on the field for the Diamondbacks. 3 wideouts, wide left. LeVar Lindo wide right. Castillo in the backfield on Marburger's right. And timeout on the field. We'll take one, too, with 4:16 remaining in tonight's game.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are this close. We're this close. We are this close. Of wanting to making history. This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease ever again. This close. We are this close to ending polio.
So on the last play Here's a first down and goal, and it's a handoff to Castillo, and it's nothing there. He's swallowed up by the Mission Eagle defense. Leading the charge for the Eagles that time was Rene Anzaldúa. So on that last play, Duran was trying to pitch it to his tight end, Raimundo Garcia, and then Palacios was right in the way, and he picked the ball off and he returned it all the way back to the 9-yard line for the Diamondbacks. 3:44 remaining in the game as the clock winds down, and the Diamondbacks knocking on the door of another W here tonight. Marburger, straight drop back. He's in trouble, and he'll be sacked in the backfield by the Eagles. 91 in on the stop, Charles Schultz. Clock will continue to wind down with about 3 minutes remaining as the Pioneer Diamondbacks are in no hurry to snap this football. 3 wideouts wide left. Marburger comes up to the line. 3rd down, ball on the 15. Marburger will keep the football. Nope, he'll pull up, he'll throw it to the corner of the end zone, and that is a touchdown, Diamondbacks. Number 8 on the reception, J.J. Steinman. Wow. And there, my friends, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th wide receiver that's caught a touchdown pass tonight from Eddie Lee Marburger. Here comes the point after from Olivares. Castillo puts it down. Kick is up through the uprights and the score. 56-28 in favor of the Diamondbacks with 2:42 remaining in tonight's game. We'll be right back.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back at Richard Thompson Stadium as the Pioneers side of the field celebrating tonight as their team just sealed the deal on the crosstown rival Mission Eagles. Diamondbacks, their second ball game in a row, they put 50-plus points on the scoreboard. Hey, John Hammond, we'll see you later. Catch you next time. John Hammond of the Progress Times sharing the press box with myself and Brian Ramos of RGVsports.com. Villarreal back deep to receive for the Eagles, and Mike Ramos will kick it away. Ramos gets a high end-over-end deep kick. That will be taken by Villarreal from the 9-yard line. Villarreal brings it back up, and he'll be wrapped up by the Diamondbacks at the 22-yard line. Good job there. Number 44 in on the stop. Caleb Fuentes. Mission Eagle offense will return back to the field. Who would have saw this coming? I certainly did not know what to expect tonight. You got a team that was coming into tonight's game only with the defense only allowing 8 points. And then this happens. 1st down and 10. Eagles. Duran rolling left-hand side, fires it, short pass. Has got a man. He's on his feet. That's Moronta, the running back. He gets to the 38-yard line, and that's a 1st and 10. Mission Eagles. Eagles in the hurry-up offense. Clock continues to run with 2:19 remaining in the game. Ball on the left hash, 1st and 10 from the 37. Duran throws it, intended for his tight end, and that is incomplete. 2nd down coming up, clock is stopped. Second down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 37-yard line on the left hash for the Eagles. Duran, straight drop back. In trouble, he'll step up into the pocket and he'll keep it with room to run. Duran gets near midfield, tackled just shy of the 50-yard line down at the 47. And that will move the chains for the Eagles with under 2 minutes remaining in the game. And the clock will continue to run. Duran with 4 wide receivers on the field. Maldonado flanks him in the backfield. Duran, straight drop back. Duran in trouble, he'll keep it. He's got room to run down the sideline of the Eagles, and he'll get near first down yardage to the 43-yard line. Just 2 yards shy of that first down marker. They'll call it at the 44. Ball on the left hash for the Eagles. Second down, 3 yards to go coming up. Man in motion for the Eagles. High snap, Duran controls it. Duran looking down the field, wants to throw for the corner there, and that's in and out of the hands of Gilberto Bernal near the 35. Pass incomplete, and it stops the clock. Brian, did they ever regain power in Edinburgh? They had power, and it went out again in the third quarter, so yeah, that is a bad situation. Power issues there at Edinburgh Vela's game tonight against the Memorial Mustangs. Third down coming up. Man in motion, that's Villarreal. Duran, straight drop back, he'll throw it. Pass caught by Villarreal at the 40-yard line, and Villarreal pushed out of bounds by the Diamondbacks there. Number 54 in on the stop. Paul Carver with 1:22 remaining in the game. First down and 10 coming up for the Mission Eagles. Ball on the left hash at the 37. Duran throws it, completes to Maldonado. Maldonado breaking a tackle and getting up to the 31-yard line. Tackle there made by number 44, Caleb Fuentes. Second down and 5 coming up. Duran takes a snap, rolls right, looking down the field, directing traffic, throws it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Steven Villarreal on the reception for the 37-yard TD. Flag on the play back at the 30-yard line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense, number 3.
And they're going to call Duran with an illegal forward pass as he was beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the football. So Eagles just can't catch a break tonight, Brian. Tough ball game for them. I wanted to look at their schedule and see who do they have next week. Third down and 7 to go coming up. Duran, straight drop back, rolls to the left, looking back to the right, nowhere to go. He looks for his intended target, the tight end there, Garcia, at the 20-yard line. Passes incomplete. 31 seconds remaining in the game. Pioneer is at Brownsville Rivera next weekend. That game will be on RioSportsLive.com from Sam Stadium. How about the Eagles? All right. Mission Eagles with a bye next week. Fourth down as they start district the week after. Fourth down and long. Duran rolling left. He'll fire it deep for the end zone. It's caught. Nope, he dropped it. out of the hands of Sebastian Montes, and he had his hands around it and he couldn't hang on to it. And the ball will go over on downs back to the Diamondbacks with 21 seconds left in tonight's game. We'll be back in a moment.
Rio Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a 2019 Ford EcoSport with navigation and an 8-inch touchscreen for just $17,495.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. With 21 seconds left to go at Richard Thompson Stadium, the Diamondbacks in complete control of this game, 56-28. As the Diamondbacks will get into the victory formation and down this one from the 35-yard line. And that will run out the clock. So again, next week, the Pioneer Diamondbacks will be at Brownsville Rivera, and the Mission Eagles will take a much-needed break. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate your help. Mission Eagles will take a much-needed break as they have a bye week next week before they start their district schedule in District 36A. And what a tough district that will be. So tonight it was all Pioneer, and Eddie Lee Marburger, the leading quarterback in the Rio Grande Valley before this game. And I think this game just increased his chances to stay on top as the leading quarterback as he spreaded the ball around tonight. He threw touchdown passes to Castillo, Davila, Lindo, Padilla, and Snyman, and he also had one on the ground himself. So great job and great effort tonight by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. The Mission Eagles, a solid ball team this year, a solid club. A lot of people don't give the Eagles the credit due where credit is deserved, but I think this Eagle team, Coy Detmer is a great coach. They're going to go back. They got 2 weeks to practice before their first District 36A ball game, so they're going to come back on fire. If they had a chip on their shoulder coming into tonight's game, they got it knocked off by the Diamondbacks. They were humbled by the performance of the Diamondbacks offense. The Diamondbacks could do what they wanted to do. They did it through the air. They did it on the ground. The Diamondbacks did it on defense. An interception there toward the end of the game to seal the deal. So great job by Coach Tom Lee and his Pioneer Diamondbacks for getting ready for this game and executing their game plan against the Mission Eagles. Again, our final score tonight, 56-28 in favor of the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Tonight's game was streamed live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the VTX1 broadband app on your Roku device, and RioSportsLive.com. And keep watching our websites and our platforms for the video rebroadcast of tonight's game in its entirety, plus highlights of tonight's game. It was really exciting. It was a really, really great effort by both sides of the football. However, one team had to win, and that was the Diamondbacks, who won this one big tonight here in Richard Thompson Stadium in Mission, Sharyland, Texas. So for Joe Bowling and the rest of the gang tonight out and about, and shout out to David Culberson and the staff here at Sharyland ISD. Sharyland ISD, one of our sponsors, and for providing our press box, our internet, great views, great different camera angles, and our video footage provided by Sharyland ISD. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure to call this ball game. Thank you, Lord above, for my talents, and thank you, listeners out there and fans, for liking our Facebook pages, YouTubes, and Twitters, and all that good stuff, and for sharing the feeds with all your friends out there on social media to help spread the word around that Rio Sports Live is a source that you can count on for coverage of these high school football games just like the one you heard tonight. So, I'm J.R. Gully saying good night from Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland. The Diamondbacks on top of this one, 56-28. Good night, everyone.